Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Star Trek Ganymede, Season 1, Episode 7, Fading Suns, Part 2. I am your engineer for today's episode, Commander Korn, and let's bring in our lovely cast, who will be introducing this episode. Go ahead.
Okay, so I guess we'll be getting started then. Okay, as you may recall from last time, you all came out to not Starbase, bleh, I believe it was Outpost Epsilon 19. Yeah, Epsilon 19, which I should actually mention now. This is something that I didn't take into account last week, but I'm gonna bring it up this time. I'll pull us over to this map. Gotta zoom in. Here we go. So that's where you guys are. So I'm gonna draw a shape. You guys see that rectangle?
My roll 20 is taking forever to load, so I have yet.
I see the rectangle. It is
On the fleet. You guys should be on the fleet map now.
Oh.
Yeah, big old
Roll
big
20 is
rectangle.
experiencing error, so it may be a bit. Just keep trying, and
Yeah.
it's not your machine. It's everybody's machine.
Got it. Okay. So that big rectangular area, 2x3, is the tall grass region, which is under the auspices of the Tiger Squadron. And I'll make sure to let Captain Holloway know about this when he returns, but it's a fun little quirk of Starfleet ranking. While in Tallgrass region, the Tiger Squadron basically holds the region, and they are under command of Fleet Captain Harmon Grennan. And even though he holds the rank of captain and is thus more or less the same rank as Holloway, that fleet captain designation and his position as head of Tiger Squadron that holds this region technically puts him as a step above Holloway in this region. It's a really funky little trick of Starfleet command, chain of command, that doesn't come up often, but in this case, it's something that matters. But that won't be really relevant for this session. It's just so you know. Anyhow, you are at Outpost Epsilon 19. You are here to deliver scientific supplies and equipment to the research outpost station here. Tiny little thing monitoring solar activity. You were invited to dinner by Commander Eric. What was his last name? Johansson, Eric Johansson, and it was Eric with a CH. Yeah, Eric with a CH. Unexpectedly though, there was an Orion trading captain there, who had seemed to worm her way into the commander's ear, and he gave them permission to embark onto the station. But not long after that, and after you all sort of went your own ways, something went horribly wrong. The station was heavily damaged. All power was lost. And it's become a desperate race against time to figure out what's going on, what's caused the power to go out. and how bad things are and to save as many lives as possible. Fortunately, between the actions of the engineering team and the scientific expertise of Commander Dahl, Dahl was able to figure out that some mysterious extra-dimensional creatures have managed to have been using the sun in this system as a breeding ground, explaining the odd solar activity. And now that these things have spawned, they're seeking out other sources of energy, and they found that not only the Epsilon 19 outpost, but also the Ganymede itself to be very good sources of food. So now it's down to all of you guys to figure out how to save the Ganymede and the outpost and all that are on it.
I have ideas.
To which we pick up with Commander Dahl, and we pick up again with the doctor. Huh? Oh.
Well, we'll be right back after the opening intro. Stay tuned.
Okay. So yeah, give me any questions if you guys.
And we are back.
Okay, great. So yes, we pick up with Commander Dahl, Grack, and the Doctor in the science labs, looking over the data, and just repeat again. The Doctor just shaking her head. What are we going to do?
There's so many babies, and they're going to need food, and we aren't going to last if they keep trying to eat us. Where's the nearest star system that could also potentially be a food source, or be converted into a food source?
Hold on.
Does the doctor hear any of this? What's going on?
It's been protecting us, and they're spawning, and they're trying to eat our fusion reactor as well. That's as best Dahl could explain it without launching into a 5-minute technobabble explanation. She's trying to keep things as concise as she can.
That's fair, because I was about to go, what's eating what now, Commander? Are we in... Excuse-moi?
Okay, you can give me a reason science difficulty 1. Because, and by the way, drop your momentum because we're starting a new, totally new session.
Okay, hang on. All the momentum?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. All right. Reason science. Does xenobiology apply as a focus?
Do you have any kind of like astrophysics focus?
Nope. Just
Nope.
xenobiology. And
Then
team dynamics if the NPC happens to have a focus in that.
unfortunately not. Although actually, you know what, Grack? You could assist with Reason Con.
Okay.
Commander, as much as I love the idea of diverting all attention to a different power source, what are we going to do if they tend to go from system to system? Is there something we can do to stop them now?
Well, you know Starfleet's opinion on genocide of an unknown race.
If it's endangering the crew, I suppose we can make an exception at that rule.
In bird culture, that is considered a dick move.
Hmm.
We've got to be able to reason through this.
Oh
There
man.
has to be a way we can send them someplace else and call in help to help study them and figure out what we can do to get them a safer power source, a safer food source,
Yeah.
and not eating our starship.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying that might be a project for later. I'm not against the immediate now.
Mhm.
Well, maybe we can find an uninhabited system nearby that is similar.
Yes. So you figure that there are a few systems nearby that are probably do the trick. The problem isn't so much finding another source of power for them. It's how are you going to get them out of the system?
It's, gosh, if only someone around here had telepathy and could reach out to strange alien beings with her mind.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's construct a Ghostbuster box.
I can
No.
try.
I hope that you can. Telepathy works through out of phase.
Well, if they're in our phase enough for us to be disrupted by it,
That's true.
Mhm.
but she'd need a really good mental map of how to get there and the idea of just how delicious it would be. So, I don't know if she can locate that. You said there were some systems nearby. Are they potentially tastier than the ship?
So I'll answer this without you having to roll anything. And take your 3 momentum, by the way. It's less so that there's something tastier, or it's less so that there are tastier systems nearby. It's more so that there's something delicious right in front of them, and they're gonna keep eating that.
Has engineering been made aware of any of these discoveries?
That as soon as she has the data, she would be sending it to anybody who is in contact with the computer and working on a similar problem. So yeah, stays in
Okay.
contact with the team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at that point, Karak will suggest that we power everything down. How long will I'll ask whoever's in charge of life support how long our life support would last if everything's powered down. Also, are they feeding on the sun itself?
Hang on a moment. I'm figuring that.
Because they're on the sun and it is a reactor.
Based on what Dahl has been able to work out, these things breed on the sun and then immediately leave.
Okay.
They're spaceborne life forms.
So yeah, just power everything down.
But as far as we know, with the current studies we've been given, right, that this thing has been trying to go nova, but it couldn't because these things consume the power that the sun would project if, to prevent it from going nova, right? So it's keeping it kind of in a juicy state. No, this is me just kind of guessing, because when we showed up, they were examining why the sun wasn't going into like nova mode, right? Like imploding.
Right, because the energy was disappearing somewhere else.
Yeah. So if this sun is on the brink of going nova, and these things are consuming that power that would prevent it from going nova,
it's not going Nova, though.
Okay.
Like, that's the thing, is that was the thing everyone was so confused about. Like, all the scientists were wondering, why doesn't it seem to be building up the energy to go Nova? That energy must be going somewhere.
Well, now we know.
So, if these things leave, we're not going to immediately blow up, because that's awesome.
I would also be interested to know how long we have on life support if we can shut down the main power reactor and make ourselves much less juicy.
Yes.
Would the doctor know that by chance?
Actually, the engineer would know that. Because he has some numbers that...
Yes, so let me go pull up that information. Give me a moment. Where are you? There you are. Alright, so initial explosion happened 0 hours ago. Station reduced to emergency power in about, give or take, 6 hours from that time. Station loses all power in 9 hours, and habitability and atmosphere runs out in 10 hours.
Is there any way to maintain shielding, or do we have shielding back up to keep us from getting harmed by the radiation while we are running on emergency power only with the main fusion reactor offline?
Well, I asked about shielding last session and was
Yeah.
told that it was offline, and I thought we were on emergency backup power is why everything's unavailable.
Actually, with that,
They shifted some power to like basic life support and stuff like that, like the remaining power from the decaying reactor or whatever.
What were you gonna say, Grinnin?
Actually, with that, because Dahl was the one who mentioned it, Dahl, you can give me a reason engineering difficulty 2 check.
I am terrible at engineering. What is my idea?
I'll tell you once you make the roll.
Okay.
This is to see whether or not you
No.
work it. Okay, never mind.
I do have reason engineering 10 and 3, and then I have emergency medicines, if that helps. I don't know. Maybe. Or immunology.
If I helpfully suggest that we need to make ourselves less delicious and look around for ideas.
Well, so what was it that Kara suggested that prompted the roll?
I'm not gonna say.
Probably something about shielding, which is something you'd asked about earlier.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was
Doctor,
in regards to emergency backup power and shunting power.
Do not know.
and Dr. Dallo has made a couple of radiation syringes, whatever, to help counteract this, but I'm not sure how many I have. I think it was like 2. You said a couple, I think, GM? Before we went to the shuttle, I think when I was preparing for worst case scenario to counteract this radiation, how many times did you say I had? Like 2?
What? The
anti-radiation like syringe stuff or medicine.
You've got enough of that for the away team.
Okay.
Maybe
is there some?
Maybe a couple. There's going to be a check for you to inoculate everyone. There's a check for you to inoculate everyone. You're in a bit of a better position because you're now in the lab here. Basically, there's an advantage that you would have had to spend for here that you now no longer have to spend for because you already made the advantage early on in the episode.
Okay. Now, is that possible to give this to the science team, or just say, "Hey, make more of this for your own people. I have enough for my own people." All right, on the way team, can you start working on that right now?
They can start trying to do that.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know how long we're going to be in emergency power and on life support. So I don't know how many hours we'll be exposed to this radiation, and I need to, treat some people.
So I was wanting to finish my thought process there on the engine. Are we on emergency backup power or not? I'm standing right next to the engineer, so I look over at Corn and I ask him that question.
So you want to know if there's emergency backup power?
I'm trying to figure out if we're on emergency back power right now, because that's what I had thought you had said.
Right, you
earlier.
guys are on. Yeah, you guys are on emergency backup power, but currently it's taking everything that the station has just to maintain that.
Right. So what I was getting at is that all we have to do is turn off the emergency backup power since everything else is already off, right?
But will that compromise life support?
It sure
Um,
would, but
requires
in
power.
10 hours.
and
It does.
and just straight up cutting off emergency power is actually, Corn, could you give me a reason engineering difficulty 1 check?
Sure. Can I use EPS systems as a focus?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, that was why I asked earlier how long life support would last if we turned everything off.
Do you think I should
Yeah.
buy a die? I don't know.
Always. I mean,
Always.
I'm
that's
gonna
Is-
take a
that's
die.
what momentum's
so
for.
one momentum. So
Oh, momentum.
Would it be better
I already
better
rolled,
to,
Too late.
I guess, go to emergency
So-
power and maybe divert
Okay.
that?
So,
sorry, go ahead.
first off,
Can't you re-roll that 0 though? Don't you have a?
I do have
you had
cautious
cautious
engineering,
engineering.
so I re-roll that 1-0. Just give me a moment.
Go fishing.
efficient.
It's just the same thing.
Oof.
It sure is.
Yep. So, you generate 2 momentum, by the by. Corn, so what he's suggesting does make a good bit of sense. Yeah, if you were able to turn off the power, if you were able to turn off the power to all these other systems, you could turn off power to all these systems. The problem really is what they're attracted to isn't so much the power systems, they're attracted to the fusion reactor, and turning off like backup power and turning off power to all the station systems is a different thing from straight up turning off the fusion reactor. Like actually turning off the fusion reactor is a much more complicated prospect.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what I've been asking though, is if it was on. I thought we were just on emergency backup power and the fusion
reactor
reactor
is
was
on.
offline.
It's running.
The
it's
reac-
heating.
It is on. Okay.
Yeah, the reactor's been on. It's just all the power's been getting sucked
Got it.
out elsewhere. The problem is these things are going to keep on sucking up the power
Well, yeah.
off this
Just
thing.
gotta turn off the fusion reactor. Like I said, I didn't know it was on. So if it is on, then
Yes.
figure out how to turn it off, and we're golden.
Yes, that's
Sounds
going...
like a plan.
Okay, that is going to be a much more tricky and much more dangerous prospect.
Oh, cool. I need
Should be.
to take the shuttle and go investigate something on the other side of the sun. I'll be back though. I'm just kidding.
Alright, so I relay that the reactor, as you can see, is on, Commander, but turning it off would take a lot more time, and I don't know if we have that time.
Well, I don't see much of another choice. It's the only way that I can see feasibly to get their attention off of us as a food source. They want to eat the power coming from the fusion reactor. It's like a mini sun. You know this.
I do. Do you wish me to completely turn off the reactor? It's your call.
As long as it's not going to kill us, yes.
Unless there's another way to like mask its energy.
I'm also open to that possibility. We don't have much time, so
Question for the GM.
floor is definitely open.
I believe
Hmm?
my character would know this. If I turn off the reactor, life support goes offline completely because there's no power being generated to sustain life. So, would my
Emergency
character
backup.
recommend that we go find life support suits, like EV suits? Because if we're exposed to space, it's gonna, obviously kill us. That was
We're
one
in
of
EV suits.
Oh, we are?
No, you're not.
Or not?
That was
Oh,
one
yeah,
of our
that's
right. Oh,
complications.
that's right.
Oh no, that's right. You found EV suits, but you determined that they wouldn't protect you from radiation.
Right,
That
right,
was the
right.
thing.
Yeah.
Cryolic radiation, yeah.
Yeah, alright. So the commander says, if you give the order, I can shut down the reactor. Oh, need some time though.
Unless you have
Don't-
a better idea, Yes, and take whoever you need with you to help.
And actually, since specifically, I think it was Corn that mentioned it. Corn, you can make me a reason engineering difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2.
While
I'm gonna
he's doing that-
buy
Huh?
I'm gonna buy a dice. Would warp field dynamics?
2
I
dice.
think would apply, but would EPS
No.
systems apply?
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Do you want 1 dice or 2 dice?
I'm gonna take 2 dice actually for this. So I'm gonna choose that.
There you
dice
go.
So-
four.
Real quick, if we turn off the reactor, is it going to turn off emergency backup powers? I thought the
Yes.
emergency backup power was there just for that.
There's no. Well, there has to be something to supply it, like a battery or a generator. If you turn off the generator, there's no backup power. If you think about it logically.
Well, if you think about it logically, I thought the ship had batteries.
Batteries, basically. That's what I thought
Yes,
too.
But something has to charge those batteries up to be.
What
I-
is
I don't
what
know
does
if they're fully
Brennan say?
charged. What does their DM say?
Hang on a second. Make your roll first.
Okay. Alright. Just checking everything to make sure it's good. And it's reason engineering, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You can go fishing too.
Yes, I am gonna go fishing for that one.
Cool. I hope you get a big bass.
I did.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
dude.
Wow. Okay, so you are currently at you got 6 momentum out of that. You're at 1 float, so you're gonna have to spend that one on something.
Good.
So it occurs to you with all the talk about turning the power off, then shielding, and then if you were to have say enough time to if you were to have a moment of break between the power being on and these things coming at you, effectively, if you could turn on the shields for just a few seconds and you were to have it all planned out, you could theoretically use the station's shielding to mask the signature of the fusion drive.
Commander,
That sounds almost exact.
I have an idea, and he's gonna relay that kind of like in brief really quickly. And would I have to roll to implement this? I'm assuming I would.
Yes. Oh, and it would be an extended task.
All right.
Kara likes this idea even better. She
I
nods.
would like to.
Whatever you need to do it.
All right. So I'd like to start on that task. And can I burn a value always testing? Because obviously. Or no, actually, I pounce at every problem I face. I think that's a better.
Yes, so that's fine. So I'll let you know what this to do. Okay. So you remember what time you're at?
What time? I believe we were at. Let me go check. So right now we are at. If I scroll down to you, station loses all power. So we're kind of like in between, like station reduced emergency power and station loses all power. 9 hours. I'd give it maybe like 7 hours in.
Wait, what?
Because you sent me a message from like the initial explosion, the number of hours.
Right, but I also wanted you guys to be actually what time you guys are at. Because I think you guys were at. Yeah, you guys. Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah. Okay, you guys are 2 hours in.
Okay.
That's what I remember from last time.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we were at 2 hours or so. I'm not sure what they were at,
Yeah.
down at engineering.
Well, I think we're on the same timeline. He had evened it out to where we're right at about the same now.
So the actual shielding task is going to be a work. Hang on, I'll type this. Give me a sec.
So bear in mind too, like this is what I was talking about doing last session, and we weren't able to get the shields up because the power kept getting drained from the reactor.
Right, but now that you know that this is what's going on, turning off the reactor entirely, like realizing all this stuff about the energy vampires is what's making this. Without all this information, you would have no idea that turning the reactor off and on again was even would even do anything.
Would that turn the shields on for a split second?
Right, that's the idea. Is you turn the reactors off, get a reprieve from whatever these things are because they'll lose interest.
Well,
then,
yeah, I get all that. I just wasn't what I wasn't catching is why we weren't able to get the shields up before, but now we can. But it's because we're resetting the reactor.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So this time we learned to reset the reactor.
Yes, precisely. So actually, I am going to spend. I'm spending 4th threat right now. There's actually because I'm gonna make an actual little task out of this. This turning the reactor off and on again.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a control engineering difficulty 4. This is a very tricky procedure. Like you're gonna be turning off a fusion reactor. That's sort of the easy part.
But restarting it.
So actually so it's gonna be not an extended task. This is going to be I know how I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be
I saw Chernobyl. I know how this works.
Okay, so first thing you need to do, and this will take very little time. This won't take any intervals.
Okay.
Because this is just going to be you turning the thing off. Give me control engineering difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3.
Can I assist?
You can.
Okay, so I'm also using my value, and can I? What is it? I'm gonna take 2 momentum. I mean, not 2. Well, 2 die. Because I'm gonna juice this up.
Do any of my focuses apply, Brennan?
Momentum.
What are your focuses?
I mean, the only thing I was thinking would be like maybe composure to stay cool and calm and keep him calm so we don't blow up.
Sure, I'll take it because this is a very precision thing you guys are doing.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just.
I will
my
take
Vulcan logic to go. Very easy. Good work. That kind of stuff.
Good kitty.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
I'll give him a little pet. Give him a treat.
All right. And I'm gonna juice myself to 4. And EPS systems. Can I use a focus and a value at the same time or no? I don't remember if I can do that.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to be using EPS systems if the GM will allow that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And control engineering to always test it. No. Okay. Yep. There we go.
So you're spending a value and buying dice?
Yes.
Okay, so that'll make it more expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
So-
spent 3, right?
Well, you would have had to spend 5.
Oh, okay.
You
because
can pay for some of that with threat.
Yeah. Or we're doing it.
So spend the rest of it with
I
threat.
can just throw the rest of the momentum that he otherwise would have spent up there. That's no problem.
Yeah.
We already did that.
So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes against difficulty 3.
Yep.
You get 5 momentum.
Hooray!
That puts us at 6 with 1 floating. Feel free to spend.
Can we create an advantage to now he knows what's going on and it's easier, lower the difficulty or something?
It'll be easier to. Yeah, I could take 2 momentum so that it'll be easier to start the reactor.
All right.
Because cold starting the reactor is going to be this is going to be a small extended task.
And it's frowned upon.
Yeah,
They always suggest that you don't do that.
yeah,
Push
but
push that yellow nipple a couple times and then pull the string and you just restart it. You know, like a mower. Let's go.
Exactly.
yep.
That's how it works.
So this is going to be
There's the
one
Kraken
time.
here. He can fix it.
That's the difficulty. Work track of. That's the work track on this thing gonna be. And just pedal start it. Lol. Okay. Daring engineering, difficulty 4, work track of 10, magnitude 3.
Alright, so daring engineering.
Can I assist with that too?
Oh yes, and also and I'm not even going to spend any momentum, any threat for this because this is just by the nature of it. This will also be complication 2.
Okay.
Just by the nature of you are doing something risky.
Alright, and my value does not apply to this because I already burned it. EPS system still comes into effect.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna spend. How much momentum would it cost to juice it all the way to 5? Do we have?
What's the
enough momentum?
difficulty?
Difficulty is.
You'd have to give me one threat and spend all your momentum.
What's the diff for this
Difficulty
task
is 4.
again? Is it lowered because of our
That
advantage?
Oh, right. Yep. So
3.
so it's difficulty 3. That is correct.
So I would buy 2 dice
2 dice. Okay. Done.
just to be safe.
Right. Okay. And that and
Don't forget to change your complication range to 2.
I did. Yep.
Uh-oh.
That is a complication.
I
We'll
have.
quash it.
Hold on. I have collaboration engineering. You can reroll.
Is that how that works?
Yes, it allows anyone working on an engineering task.
I think it only works when you assist someone.
Let me check.
Was
Let me
it
check.
collaboration?
Let's check collaboration engineering.
When you
Yeah.
assist someone, they can use your engineering skill.
Yeah, I
It
was
doesn't
gonna
work the other
say.
way? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it does.
No, it's not even a reroll thing. It just lets you spend a momentum to let someone else use your discipline.
Oh.
And a focus to go with it. It's actually a really
Oh.
good
Well,
ability.
Well, the difficulty was 3, and we have 5, so we can spend 2 momentum to quash it.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
How many
Uh,
momentum did we gain?
None, because you had to spend you would have gotten 2, but you had to spend it to kill your.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Whoa, I'm helping. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, then. Okay, so that took you half an hour to pull that trick. Fortunately, so you're able to get everything turned back on in time so that the environmental systems don't completely fail.
yeah.
Now here's gonna. Oh, hang on. You actually have to make a roll. Duh. Roll 7 challenge dice.
7 challenge dice. Okay.
So you're not actually done.
7.
Nice. That's 2, 4, 6, 8 work.
Wow.
That is
Good roll.
that is a breakthrough. So you have to make the same roll again, same complication range and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but it is now only difficulty 2. The work track is at 8 out of 10, and if you hit it and generate 5 more work, you'll be done with the
Alright.
extended task.
I'm gonna buy a die with momentum. It's
Mhm.
reduced difficulty. What do you guys think about giving him 1 threat for an additional die? So I can reduce it to 4.
You'll have to give me 2 threat,
2 threat. Correction.
which I will throw back at you, and I will increase the complication range by 1 more,
Okay.
as you are now doing the really dangerous part. This was everything you've done up to this point was preparing to cold start the reactor. Now you're cold starting the reactor. This is where the rubber meets the road.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna give you those 2 threats. So I'm jumping it from complication range what to what? It was 2, so it's now 3. But I'm running at 4 momentum. I mean, not 4 momentum. Task roll 4. So, it's daring, engineering, just checking everything.
I'm like begging you not to give him threat in character. I'm like, please don't give the DM threat to raise it to complication range 3, and then I do a little Vulcan live long and prosper sign at you.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
2 momentum.
I know how to cold start a reactor. It's like elementary
4
school.
momentum. Nice.
I did this in elementary school for my elementary school project. Just brought in a reactor and
Jeez.
restarted it.
Okay, roll 7 more challenge dice.
All right.
If you get 5 in 1 hit, you did it, and you did it. Just as it looks like the life support is about to finally go out for good, and you're gonna be losing atmosphere. The station's power comes back on. You are now. You figure you're going to have a very limited amount of time to set up this shielding before the power falls low again. Because these things are going to start coming back now that you've turned the reactor back on. So you have to shield this thing quick.
All right.
Relatively speaking, though.
Yeah.
Shields.
Yep. So this one will be... I don't think that should be reason. I think that should be control.
I take it back, Corn. You're the best. Give them all the threat you want.
It's not 5 though. It's only that because of a thing that happened.
Yeah, probably.
So that is that's the task.
Control engineering. Okay.
Does our advantage still apply?
No, this is a different thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to be using
Just
GPS
curious.
systems again, and we have 5 momentum. Correct. Yep. So
Complication is normal.
I'm going to spend 2 threat.
I shouldn't have asked.
Complication range is now 2.
all right. I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 momentum to jump into 4, right? At this point.
No, it's 3. 3 momentum gets you. Although, wait, no, you know what? Testing a theory.
Yep.
So you get a 3rd die, and then if you want to buy a 4th die, that'll only be 2 momentum.
Okay. Yeah. 2 more momentum.
Well, 2 total.
No, 2 total momentum.
Oh,
So
2 total momentum. Okay. Yeah.
So we're at 3.
Yep. So task roll three right now, or 4, right?
You're rolling task roll 4 because you get a free die from
Ah,
testing a
okay,
theory.
okay.
Because that's how testing a theory works.
All right. So control engineering. Okay.
Okay.
Did that roll? Right?
And a reroll that 0.
Yes.
Hmm?
Because I have control engineering. There we go.
Wow. Okay. That is the difficulty 3. That's 2, 4, 6, 7 successes. So you generated 4 momentum. You're at 1 float.
By an advantage that now he knows how to do this better, and it reduces the difficulty.
Well. First off, let's see what he rolls for the
The
Let's see what he
Challenge dice.
rolls. Yeah, because you might end up needing that momentum to. Never mind. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't have any talents that deal with extended tasks, do you? I don't think so.
No, my ship collaboration.
No.
engineering,
No, you
cautious
don't.
Testing theory. No.
I have martial artist. Does that help?
I don't think punching the reactor is going to help.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna fight the reactor.
give it a
Uh,
carp chop. That'll fix it.
Oh no. I do want to check one thing though.
Take that, you stupid computer.
Oh, I'll remember that for the future. Unfortunately, this is not your ship, so that wouldn't have helped. But nerve pinch it online. Percussive maintenance.
Go to sleep, computer.
Okay, so 2, 3. Okay, so that's 8 work. I'll let you know if you spend 2 momentum to get 2 more work done. You will just straight up finish the task.
Sold.
It'll be done.
It's
Sold to the man with the GM hat.
Mhm. What am I gonna do with this?
Do I need to throw down any momentum for this?
2.
Okay.
Well, we already spent 2, yeah, so we should be at 5. That's right.
Yep.
Plus, nope, that's it. That's right.
I am. So that's gonna work. I am gonna spend 2 threat to create a slight complication that the shield has gone up, but Karak, as you're helping him get everything up, and the shield hums to life, and like you check your tricorder, Korn, you check your tricorder to make sure, and yeah, even though you're standing a mere 10 feet away from it, the power signal from this thing isn't getting through this high polarized triolic shield that you've put up. But correct, as you're looking down at your console, it's working now, but it looks like there's a error in the computer core that, if not attended to, you won't be able to keep the shield up.
I say that. How do we attend to it, though?
Korn, give me a reason engineering difficulty 1.
Difficulty 1. Okay.
And none of your testing a theory into practice helps here.
EPS
this is
systems?
something totally different. Nope.
Okay. We have 5. You know what? I'm gonna gain an additional die with 1, so you can drop another 1 on the table. Thank you. And that's gonna bump it to 3. And roll in.
Max momentum. That's cool.
Yep,
that.
you're at full momentum. Yeah, whatever this fault is, it must be happening in the computer core of the station.
So what's the fix? Reboot the computer core or something else?
Well, go to the computer core and find out what the fault is.
We need someone to go to
Okay,
the
where's
computer core.
where's that? Where's the computer core?
It's a place you can easily get to.
Okay. Does Corn need to stay here for any reason, or can Corn do it?
Could I do it from this location or no? I'd have to be
No.
present. Okay, so it's a hardware.
Yes,
issue.
yeah. This is there's a fault in the computer core.
It's a hardware issue. Someone didn't put the
Yeah,
right.
it's the kind of thing that you're only getting it because there's a here in main engineering.
Well,
Like that's the only reason you're finding out about this at all.
I'm a decent engineer, so if we have to split up, just pick one, and I will do that. Whatever you want to do, you do.
Forgot the thermal paste. Someone wasn't wearing their anti-static bracelet.
So, again, that's what I'm asking is like, can we both go? Does one of us need to stay here?
I'd say that this is the kind of thing that, yeah,
You cut out right when you said yeah.
you'd probably want to monitor this.
Okay, so one of us monitor and one of us engineer. Am I capable of monitoring this?
I'd say so.
Okay. Think we have a plan.
All right. Sounds good.
Alrighty then. We are going to pick up with Korn as he makes his way down towards the computer core. Not so much you don't have to so much go through Jeffrey's tubes, but they're sort of these little maintenance corridors that you have to go through. They're large enough for you to walk through, but they're a lot more cramped than your typical than your typical corridor. Usually corridors is enough for like pretty more or less like three-way traffic.
Yeah.
These are single file. It's just the most direct path for you to get from main engineering to the computer core.
Yep.
But yes, you make it here, and as you're walking forward,
Yeah, I mean, if it was dangerous, I could have gone.
Korn, give me an insight security check, difficulty 2.
Insight security, difficulty 2. I'm gonna get an extra dice. Momentum. Alright. And, let's see. EPS systems wouldn't work with this, would it?
No, it would not.
Okay.
Oh, it most certainly would not.
Yeah. Not testing a theory. Nope. Alright, going.
Oh, you get the momentum back. And your ears like perk up, and your ears perk up, and you hear it coming sort of through the walls. Now watch it, you lunkhead.
Okay.
Are we
So-
on open comms?
You are not. Sorry, sir. She wanted as much data as we could get out of here. She didn't want you to just start pulling parts out of these machines willy-nilly. You gotta think! Think, moron, think!
Think, McFly, think.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was.
Can I
Yeah.
do my combat
Yep.
really, like tap my combat really quietly, like on
Gi-
silent mode, and basically
give-
whisper into it.
Give me a control security task. It's gonna be opposed, but you have an advantage.
Okay.
Like they're operating at difficulty 1 because they're distracted. They're not trying to listen out for you.
I'm gonna take an extra die with momentum.
No, Corn, that is the wrong paste.
I know.
Incorrect.
That's a joke.
Yeah, I was
thinking
just
that's
assuming
a
that
joke.
I was just assuming that the computer core was on the engineering deck is
Yep.
the only thing.
All right. So we need one momentum.
Okay. And then I'm
Kara,
going
momentum.
I'm not going to spend any threat.
How many?
Just one.
Just one.
Get in.
And I am going to roll.
Nice roll, Grinnin.
Yep. Wait.
Totally would have hit him if you were playing.
What? Oh my god, he rolled a nat 1. Oh. So chapped. That is that's a full 4 successes over him because he was already at a disadvantage. You generated 4 momentum, so you're at 2 float.
Advantage.
Wow.
While I
Just-
overhear this, can I use one of the floating momentum to basically apply kind of like go up to one of these like side consoles and kind of like apply a security patch, like lock them out? What they're doing.
That would be a task, but I'll say that for the 2 momentum, you can say more or less whatever you want into the comm badge, and they won't hear you.
All right.
Because the advantage has to be relevant to the task you were
Got it, got it.
performing.
All right.
I was gonna say maybe he create an advantage that whoever, if it's me he's calling gets there fast, or we're able to trade spots
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, no, that was just for you to be able to click the comm badge without.
Okay. We have,
So-
he just says, Karak, I believe we have a situation down here. There may be some saboteurs trying to play with the RAM cards again, the isolinear chips. They haven't detected me yet, but
I'm on
be
my
your
way.
guard.
Okay.
Does the monitoring thing have to happen while he's rebooting the computer core, or is it that it needs to be monitored at all times?
You figure that under the circumstances, you could probably pull yourself away for a few minutes.
Okay. Then I book it over there as fast as possible, and I'll calm the commander on my way over there and relay that there may be saboteurs aboard, so keep an eye out. And we're heading to the computer.
I definitely
Yes.
relay this information to Grak, and we probably start looking for our Orion guest and see if we can locate them on the ship while you guys are doing that.
Yes, I am the Vulcan Tom Cruise right now as I
Yes.
race down the hall.
So where do you want? So where do you want to come out?
Well, I don't know where the voices came from, so I'll just go the same way he did.
Okay, then no check. The only issue is that now you guys are you're in a single file corridor.
Yep. So I'll just go around him. I'm sure I can
Yeah. I just
leapfrog
kind of,
over
like-
him or something.
Yeah, in that case, Karak, give me a fitness security difficulty 2 check. This is just to do it while being quiet. 'Cause
How wide is this?
It's
corridor?
It's like like a.
It is a single file corridor.
Like 2 feet wide or something?
Yeah, it's tight.
Okay.
It's not OSHA approved. That's what it is. It's not OSHA approved.
I guess
like-
not.
like-
Where are
yeah,
the
like-
sounds coming from?
Corn would be able to relay it to you. It's coming from in here.
Okay.
in
Is
there.
it would it help the difficulty if Corn were prone and I
Well, that's what you guys are gonna have to do.
Yep.
Okay.
This is for you to do it
What's it?
without fitness security diff 2. And Corn can assist.
Okay. So fitness
I will
security.
buy a die with threat.
All right.
We have momentum.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going. So I'm assisting. So,
But I'm bold.
Okay.
Right. Okay. You know what? Can I buy a die with momentum?
No, because you're the assist.
Okay. I
Well,
didn't
The
know.
assist only.
Okay.
No,
Darn. All right. Let me know when you're rolled.
he has.
Rolled.
Okay.
It's a no, but you still hit the difficulty anyway.
Cool.
So you're able to move through Corn.
That was quite a challenge. Next, we should play the what's the game with the mat, where you gotta like put your hand on the right color or
I
whatever.
believe it's called Twister.
Is it? Is that Twister? Maybe that is Twister. That's what's up next. Hallway Twister. We gotta get the whole crew involved.
I thought you were asking that in character. I was like,
Maybe for
I mean, I guess it's Vulcan want to know what Twister is, but yeah, Twister.
And then at that moment,
Night.
they don't notice you as they walk out. 3 figures walk out into the hall. Again, we're real sorry, sir. Oh, what do I pay you two for? Paja's gonna kill me if I don't get anything from the computer core here. She even went through all the trouble trying to get in that commander's head. But she didn't get in his head. She's still out here. No, you moron! And he walks over and he clonks this Nausicaan over the head. It's a figure of speech. You know what a figure of speech is. Yes, sir.
I am going to area stun those guys
All right.
from, hopefully without them looking at me.
Yep. You are at medium. So roll me control security difficulty of 2.
Buy dice. Buy dice.
Momentum.
All right, I'll buy a die, but I do it with threat.
Nah. Why?
Because of that. I have bold security, so anytime I buy a die with threat, I get to re-roll.
Yup.
Roll a die.
Oh. Never mind then.
Yeah. Okay, roll your phaser. You hit and you generated 2 momentum.
Cool. What kind of advantage could I get with that?
Um,
Can you get a combat advantage?
Well, some things you can spend momentum on in combat, you can spend to
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Can you give it?
Oh yeah,
vigors?
that's right. You can do that. But go ahead and what were you saying?
you can spend to re-roll selectively re-roll damage dice. You can damage eat through resistance if they have any.
Mm-hmm. What does Type 2 phaser have? Vicious, piercing, and what? Charge or something?
Charge. So,
Yes, but so for charge you have to specify that you are yeah, you have to specify that you're charging, and it takes a minor action.
I was
But
trying to well, I don't know, I just set the phaser for area.
So yes,
you
that's
noted
what.
earlier.
So yeah, that's what charge can do. That's one of the things charge can do.
What are the effects? I think is what I was asking. Vicious, piercing, area. What other things does it have?
I think those are the ones that you can get with a phaser.
Okay, just curious.
So you picked area, not piercing, but area. So what that means?
There's a comma.
Yeah, it's you gotta pick one is the
Right.
trick.
So what do people like rewrite? Do they erase and put in area under effects every time they roll, or do they just?
No, you just remember that those are the options. Because you could decide, oh, I'm going to charge my phaser and make it vicious. I'm going to charge my phaser and make it piercing.
I just didn't have the intense is the other one.
Ah.
I just didn't have them listed under effects, so I couldn't remember what I was able to do with this other than area. Because I can take another shot. You see, that's why I'm asking.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And
I can spend momentum to give it piercing or vicious or something.
So yes, what'll happen here is, for every effect you hit another person in that area, so you do hit everyone. That's. I'm just gonna see a thing.
Yeah, so I was just thinking, what is it like? 1 momentum to give it piercing, or 2?
That will be. It's 1 momentum to give 2 piercing. Okay. So these 2 Nausicaans will take 5 stress, which is actually enough to take them out, as will the Orion. I am going to spend 2 threat to keep the Orion up.
Okay, well, can I spend the other momentum to give it intense?
You won't need to.
Well, but I will, because he's staying up and intense.
Oh, if you want to get through a little bit more of his sure.
Well, I thought intense made it more difficult for them to stay up.
Is that what intense does?
That's why I was asking earlier, like.
To increase the cost.
Because I wanted to give it intense and piercing, and maybe vicious also. What they did.
I don't think so, because I think you have to declare that. I don't think that's something you can create with an advantage as you hit.
I was under the impression you could spend momentum to add intense or piercing.
Oh, then maybe it is. Okay, so yeah, sure. I think then that just means I have to spend 1.
That sounds right.
Okay, done.
Okay, and then I will take a swift action to shoot again.
Okay. Difficulty goes up by 1.
Okay. I don't have fire at will. Whoops. Okay, so that makes it, and I'm not doing area this time. I'm just shooting at the one guy who's still up. So what does that make the difficulty?
It's difficulty 3.
Okay. I will buy 1 die with threat and another die with momentum. So we should be at 4 momentum now, I think.
All momentum.
Actually, we didn't spend any momentum, did we, other than intense?
We could use, I don't know. Do we have 2 floaters still?
No, I spent 1 on intense.
Oh, doll dropped.
Don't go with our momentum.
So we had 8 with meaning like 6 with 2 floating. I spent 1 to give it intense, and then then I shot
he
again,
resisted.
which cost 2. It costs 2 to take a swift action, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So that would put us at 5. And then I just bought a die, which was 2 because it was a 4th die.
3.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm ready to shoot. Well, that'll hit.
And you are back to full.
Cool.
Roll your damage.
Okay. Ooh. I will re-roll those 5, so we'll spend another one.
Back to 5.
Rolling 5, yeah. Wow! That's nuts.
Oh my god. Hang on. I have to see though, because you might have whaled him
Yeah,
anyway.
I'll spend for piercing.
So hang on. I'm checking something. This rifle just explodes in his hands. Because you dealt how much before? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so
Yep.
6. Okay, now.
And I've got -2 for piercing. Or +2, whatever.
Right now you're only at -1 for piercing, so you would only deal. You'd only deal 3.
But if I spend momentum, then it'd be 3 piercing.
No. So the way piercing works is if you spend a momentum and it eats through 2 piercing. If the guy only has 1 piercing, it's not going to do more damage.
Wait, so I get what you're saying. So you're saying like piercing eats through resistance.
Yeah, piercing eats through resistance. The way the system is the way the numbers work with resistance. Odd numbered resistance is always always more efficient for the person with the soak.
Yeah, I understand. I just was confused because you were calling the resistance piercing, and I was like, wait, what?
Right. Yeah. So, Doll, bring yourself down to, I think, 5 momentum?
What does Vicious do, though?
Vicious turns all of the effects into 2s, so...
Well, I'll spin for that instead of piercing, then. So that'll put us to 4 momentum.
I gotta make sure that that's something you can do, because that doesn't...
I'm back.
Sorry
about
that you're just able to spend for effects after the fact. Cause
I'm just going with what Cameron does. I don't know if he's right or not, but
I don't think he is, because those are things I've never been able to do with combat momentum spends.
All of my knowledge of this game comes just basically from Mag and Cameron, mostly Cameron.
Yeah. Okay, so here are the things you can do. You can buy bonus damage. You can disarm them. You can take extra minor actions. You can keep the initiative to your side. You can do penetrating damage, so, eat through soak. You can re-roll the damage. You can selectively re-roll dice, which is what you did. You can avoid an injury. You can pick a second target.
I think he spends the momentum to take the minor action to add Vicious.
And then swift task. Yeah, wait. A minor action to extra minor. Yeah, so the problem is that extra minor actions happen after the initial action.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
well,
I don't think that's right.
Can I spend momentum to add damage then?
Yes, if you wanted to get up to 5 damage, that would be that'd be an additional 2 momentum.
Okay, so that'd put us to 3 momentum. Is what we have.
Okay, so I should correct my momentum held to 3?
Yep. And Korn should keep his just as a backup in case we run out. Okay, that's cool. Sorry for the
No, it's okay.
It helps though, because now I know like what I'm able to do versus what I'm able to do when Cam suggests it.
Yes.
Roll 20 doesn't want to work.
As the wide beam spreads out and immediately takes out these two Nausicaans, the Orion turn wheels around as he's been hit. He goes, "Ah, you lunk!" Another shot hits him, and as he slowly crumbles back, heads.
Nice.
Think, McFly, think. Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I was channeling with that guy.
Why don't you make like a tree? Get out of here. Alright, I'm gonna go check them, remove any weapons and that kind of stuff.
Yep. You managed to take off of them. They were armed with daggers and disruptor pistols.
I will hit my comm badge and say, Commander, the threat in the computer core has been dealt with, but there may be other saboteurs aboard.
Excellent. What do you advise?
We complete our task and then search the ship for, or the vessel for.
Wait on, weren't they, out of character, weren't they trying to pull information from the data core? Do they have any
Yes.
tricorders or anything on them that we could confiscate?
Yeah, I'll also relay the whole bit about
Yeah.
them, what they said, like talking to
Because
that
they
lady.
overheard that over the mic. I kind of relayed that to them when they
Yeah.
were talking.
Exactly.
I will see about getting somebody else on finding the rest of the crew. Meanwhile, finish your task most definitely, and good work.
Thank you.
Both of you.
I give the cat a high five.
His tail kind of flicks left to right in a kind of like in a
Uh-oh.
acknowledging.
He's
kind of-
agitated.
No, his tail flicks left to right, kind of like happily.
Oh, he's part
Oh.
dog.
Yeah.
Yes, I like. Let's do the tail swish, swish, swish. So what are you gonna do with these three?
Well, how long will it take us to complete the task we were gonna do?
The task has been completed. It's just you guys might need to stick with it for a little bit.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, if I'll watch these guys while how long are they out for? And like stun, like speed of plot?
Yeah, exactly. Speed of plot. They'll probably be out for
He cut out right at 4.
a little bit.
Okay.
Like, it's probably the kind of thing where, so you're fortunately at the point where, at least for the station, time is not an issue in.
Okay. So we'll finish what we're doing. I'll help Korn at least for a short amount of time if he needs it, and then I'll watch these guys. And I guess, I mean, what's the deal with the shielding? We were able to get the shielding up. Does that mean that we might be able to have power?
Yeah. Oh, yes. You're gonna start generating power again because the core is no longer being leached.
Yep.
Well, then I'll just recommend that we transport these guys to the brig.
On the station or on the ship?
Um,
Or on the station.
Well, the ship we still haven't
Well-
been able to contact.
Korn, you would remember this
Yeah.
as a matter of course, because I think this happened when you guys were trying to find the shuttles and everything. You remember that the transporters on the station are
Or what?
They're what?
fried.
Oh.
Right. Well,
Well,
we
then
can't
we'll put them on the
transport
brig here.
Yep. Right.
Maybe, unless you're needed in engineering, maybe you could help me rig up some kind of security protocol on the brig that requires some passcode that only our crew knows, so
That
that
seems
other people
advisable.
can't let their buddies out.
That seems like a good idea. He's gonna kind of, I'm assuming there's like control panels like on the walls and stuff like that, so he can like do that from this, like over here, like to interface with the computer.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Give me just a simple little control engineering check, difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. Okay. How much momentum do we have? We have
3.
3. Okay.
Can I help him with that?
I'm gonna say no because you're
Okay.
busy tying these guys up.
So I'm gonna take one for our extra die and.
Well, if only
I
you
have
get another
cautious
2.
engineering. I'm gonna go fishing.
Is it a 2? No, but that's still good.
So yeah, that's 3 momentum gained.
Now we're at 5.
Yeah.
Plus Quarrens puts us at 10.
Quickly.
You managed.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, as quickly you're able to make a little bypass for the broken part. Yeah, it looks like they were these Nausicaan, as that Orion called them, lunkhead, tore a part out of the computer rack and damaged it. So you had to come up with a little bypass for it.
Cool. I'll just is there like any carts, like for moving things? Those like don't they have like repulsor lift carts?
Oh yeah.
Can we put them on like a cleaning trolley that just seems to be around?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I'm just gonna put them on some kind of cart or something and roll them over or hover them over to the brig.
Yes, because everything hovers in the future.
Yes, of course.
Put them in a trash cart.
I can't remember if they have hover carts in Star Trek.
Oh, they do. They do.
do.
In fact, there's even a specific thing in the operations book that's like yes, they have little hover grav carts.
Can we just toss them?
So I can make like a hoverboard. And so I'm gonna get that talent that lets me have a personal item. It's gonna be a hoverboard.
Man, just
remember it doesn't work on water.
Just going full Back to the Future, huh?
It does not work on water. That's a good point. Yeah.
Oh no. So
1.21
yes,
gigawatts.
yes. Oh, I love Back to the Future.
Party.
Yeah, so we will actually go back up to Doll.
Well, we have a handful of things to do. We need to figure out how many were on her crew, if at all possible, and figure out if we can find out where they are in the station right now, and do what we can to prevent their ship from leaving, because criminals don't get to flee the scene if I can help it. Jack would be very upset if I let them go.
Okay, now that the computer's back up and you're able to actually take action, give me an insight security difficulty of 2.
Can I have Grax help on this, because he is much better at it than me, and I would like to assist him.
Oh, what in security?
We need to find the Orion and her crew and figure out how many there are and secure them. They attempted to sabotage the station and almost killed us all doing so.
Yeah, Greg, your girlfriend's on the loose.
Oh, okay. So I need an explanation for what dice we're rolling.
I kept saying sabotage, but I think they were really just trying to steal data based on the conversation we overheard. But I could be wrong.
So you're trying to use the station's internal security sensors now that you actually have access to such things.
Grax still needs to know what he needs to roll, and I need to know what I need to roll.
Insight security, both of you.
Okay. I'm not great at security, but I'm good at helping.
They weren't able to steal any data. Oh, and yes, we're in a new scene, by the way, so you lose a momentum. Yes, I will say you are no longer being affected because shields are now back up.
Just the radiation that Crack's hair emits, which is pretty safe.
It's a low-grade delta, don't worry about it. It always has its own little thing going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's weird because there's always a breeze, apparently, regardless of where you're at. His hair is always flowing.
Probably because it's actually breathing and it's an own life organism.
Because it's a triple.
It's got a pet trip on his head, guys. We figured it out.
That's a pretty serious triple.
So did they get the insight check figured out?
I'm sorry, I missed their roll. Yes, they did hit it. Yes, there are a few Orions making their way around the station. But you're able to determine, Dahl, that they're mostly operating in small groups of 2, but you are able to pick out specifically a group of 2 Orions and 2 Nausicaans, easily the largest group.
Okay. And what can be done about making sure their ship can't leave?
Well, the good news is, if the situation is anything like you expect, their ship probably isn't going anywhere for a while.
Okay. I look to Grak for ideas, because subduing people is not Kara's forte.
I'm a pilot. I could sit on them, I guess. So I guess we should go find them and just stun them. We have phasers. That stops most people.
I look to the doctor. Will you be all right here?
I think so, but I was hoping I could run an idea by you. If I can go to see if I can tend to or find any other possible patients that might need my help right now, in case they fell sick to this radiation and such.
I think that takes precedence over trying to subdue the rest of the Orion. Hopefully they've done as much damage as they can. If I could figure out where the leader was, that would be great, but let's go save lives.
Is Captain Eric fine, stabilized? I can leave him here?
Yes, the medical officer here will be able to assist. We'll be able to keep him stable.
We could have Grak and I go, subdue the enemies while you guys try to rescue people.
Sorry, I was spacing out so I can look at my security score, see how good it is. Just making sure if I run into anything.
Well, I mean, we could have Grak go with one group and I could go with another or something. Split up the security.
Yeah,
Do I have my security looking at you
group with me?
Wow, Doc.
Security team?
You're no, because you are not on your own ship.
Okay.
Ooh. Wow, Doctor, your control security is actually pretty decent. You're rolling a 14 when you shoot a phaser.
I'm not too bad. I'm alright.
combat medic.
I think it's daring, isn't it? I thought it was daring and security. I thought.
Daring security is for hand to hand,
Oh, okay.
whereas control security is for shooting a phaser. Fitness security is for grapples, by the by.
I mean, I gotta keep steady when I gotta, apply surgery. I gotta keep them doctor hands.
In the words of Jadzia Dax, he had the hands of a surgeon.
For
Oh
sure.
my.
These aren't meant for punching. It's more for fine work.
Oh, Jadzia Dax.
I would like to relay the current location data of the Orion crewmates to both Carrick and Core.
So Karak, if you want to work on getting those Orions tracked down and subdued, this will just be an opposed control security task.
Okay. Does,
I'm not gonna bother with threat.
Does martial arts or phasers apply?
You don't have any kind of let me see.
I've got composure. If I'm gonna try to get them to calmly surrender.
Not what I'm thinking. You don't have anything like tactics or you don't have anything like that. Nope. Okay, that's fine. It's opposed. They're only rolling 2 dice.
Okay, well, I mean, so is that a yay or a nay on a focus?
No, nay on a focus.
Okay. Then I will buy 1 die with threat.
In that case, they'll spend that. Oh my god.
I will re-roll because I'm precise to a fault.
Oh,
Also,
are you using a value?
Yeah, the price of peace is also vigilance.
Oh yeah, that'll also work.
Okay.
That is a tie. If you want, I can let you succeed at cost, and that'll just be there's a complication on the board.
Can we spend momentum?
No. I'm gonna take 2 threat.
Okay, that's fine.
As it's very tricky. These are slippery little Orions.
Yeah, everything's harder when you don't have a focus. It would have been a lot easier if I just went and shot them all individually.
And I'll even give this to you. It's something's occurring to you as you're taking down these Orions. The way they're armed, the way they're operating, this is a little too slick, a little too structured, for a merchant freighter.
Okay, so
Like,
they're either with the syndicate or the government, possibly.
Could be.
I'll relay that to the commander.
Be as careful as you can, and if you see any victims still alive, let me know their location. We'll be trying to save people.
Good point. If I encounter any, of our people, Federation people that are, or anybody that's injured or needs assistance, I'll send their location to them.
Does this shuttle have like a computer? Where's this location of this personnel? Can we are there any vital signs we can pick up and make this a little less tedious?
Hopefully so.
So here's the question: Have any of the 3 of you left this area yet, or are you just still hanging around here?
I think we've just been
Making
here,
a plan,
right?
and we're here.
Okay.
I think we're just about to head out. I think.
Yep.
So who's going to be heading out is the question.
I guess I am.
I think the 3 of us.
Oh, all 3 of you?
Is there a way that we can have the people who are staying here, like the science officer and the medical officer, can we have them? Can we give them some sort of frequency that they can contact us with through our badges or something like that, or like in case something happens?
Hmm.
Is there some way they can communicate with us? Because I know we can communicate with each other, but
Are you talking about the people in the
Yeah, they'll be able to.
bay?
You'll be able to communicate to them through the station's communication system with your badges. That's fine.
cool. Just want to make sure. I don't want to like, oh hey, something happened. The captain's gone. Shit, I got to go chase him down.
Okay. So give me one more insight security check. Whoever wants to roll for it.
Mine's
not
11
it.
and 2.
Mine's 10 and 1.
So
So what, insight
13
security
sounds
or-
good.
Insight security, what's yours?
12.
Nice.
13 is good. Sounds like the doctor's the insight security guy.
Do I need to buy dice, or what do you guys think?
Always.
I'm gonna buy a die.
Especially if you have cautious security.
I do not. Is anybody throwing assistance my way by chance, or?
What's the difficulty?
It's difficulty 2.
Yeah. If he's able to get assistance, Kara assisted with 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. I think we get our momentum back then. Hooray for us.
Yay! Hooray for you. A winner is you. Yeah, you managed to figure where they are. And it clicks because you saw them on the scanner earlier. 2 Orions and 2 Nausicaans.
Probably the commander lady.
Yeah, I mean, you remember she was walking around with 2 Nausicaan bodyguards earlier.
Speaking out of character, what do we think is more important? Saving Federation lives or going to go subdue the captain?
So Karak and Korn are busy, right?
I went off to subdue all the enemies, I guess, except for this batch. Is that right, Grennan?
Yeah.
So, how long is it going to take me to subdue everyone but this group?
You've already done it.
Oh, okay. So I could go deal with the captain, the Orion captain.
Well, this is taking all of your effort.
What is?
What you've been doing.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Okay, so this is my way of saying you're busy. I want something to do.
Right.
So I think we should probably go tend to the wounded right now. We can give an update of the Orion I guess the captain and her guard's position, I guess, to Karak and Korn whenever they get a chance to.
So the thing I'm trying to instill upon you is that Karak and Korn have their hands full with everyone else.
How about we look for wounded on the way to the captain?
That works.
And subdue her, and then continue looking for wounded. Good compromise?
I think he was trying to say that, like, it doesn't matter if you guys go look for wounded or not, that whatever you choose to do, Korn and I will not be able to assist you with the captain.
Okay.
Alrighty.
This is
start scanning for survivors?
Yeah, sure. This will be Insight Medicine, difficulty 2.
Okay.
I think the only way to do it is if we all
Buying a
regroup
dice?
and take a long rest.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, are we? Oh, you're rolling. Okay, you're rolling it. Okay.
Yeah, and you got it. yeah, you've managed to find a few people, and if the doctor wants to give me a control medicine difficulty 2, you can get a few people stabilized.
I'll buy a die for that as well.
Do I get any momentum back from mine, or does that 0 cancel it out?
It was difficulty 2, so you just
Oh.
hit the.
Whew, okay. It doesn't show me little numbers.
And this is focus emergency medicine by chance?
Sure, I'll allow it. I'll allow it as a focus. Nice! 2 momentum on the board.
Now,
yeah,
if you... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you managed to get a few people stabilized. They're going to be off their feet for a little bit, but they're not going to die on you.
I was just going to say that now that you guys have helped those people, if you really were worried about having security assist you with the security task, maybe he would let you guys come watch us be busy until we're done, and then as a group we could all go together. Maybe.
My warning to you is that you're on a time crunch with this. Like, you only have a vague idea where these guys are because of your scans, and but by this point
now it makes sense.
Like, you've been spending time
Yes, he's saying they're there now. You don't know how long they'll be there, and since we're busy, it's left to you guys.
Automatic defense procedure.
Translated.
Yes.
Operation Translate. Grennan successful.
Yes.
Yes, we were headed towards her in the first place, so.
Could I possibly go ahead and apply some of the anti-radiation to get one of our stress back up by chance, or like affect that?
Oh, did you never do that check?
Nope.
Nope.
We have not done a check.
Oh.
I wasn't sure when I was supposed to do that or not. I wasn't sure.
Well, I'm gonna say you don't have the time to do it now. If you had done it earlier, because earlier we were talking in like hours and like half-hour increments. Now we're talking in increments of just like a couple of minutes. So.
Oh. Yeah, it doesn't. Tarek's got a point. Doesn't stress reset on a new scene?
It does, but you guys have lost max stress is the problem. Because of the way the radiation works, you guys have lost an amount of your max stress.
And I wasn't sure what all we're doing, because I was in that science room for a while everyone was doing other stuff. So I was kind of on standby to wait to do something if I was able to do something. So is there some by chance I can retcon that and go, hey, I fix some of you guys' max stress?
I'm gonna say no.
Alrighty.
This is something I generally don't like retconning stuff.
We'll be okay until we can get the shots to be able to fix our max stress.
To which you guys are going to come across the group then. I am going to spend 2 threat to just straight up say you guys are not going to have the element of surprise, as in trying to find them, you just stumble across them. And you will have the advantage, but there's only 3 of them. And the moment they see the 3 of you, they immediately pull their doctors. Except for the Orion in front, who pulls a dagger.
Shoot stun.
Okay.
Is this a lady?
No?
It's
Okay.
the other dude that was with her. She appears to be missing. So yeah, I hope that the Doc and Grak both know. Shoot the stun, no questions asked.
So who's gonna go first?
I guess we could just shoot him. Like,
Yeah.
That's. I'm on board with this.
Yes, definitely shoot them.
So who's rolling?
I'll shoot him.
Okay, control security difficulty 2.
Okay. Do we have any momentum?
We do.
I'll buy one.
Do you want to take a minor task to do something like aim or charge your phaser?
Or wide area or something?
Sure. I guess we'll mine it to charge it to make it area or the wide.
Yes, you can do that. You could put this at red alert then.
Tactical alert. Vessel approaching.
Yeah, anytime you go
Bearing
into combat,
184,
feel
Mark
free
7.
to do that. Unfortunately, that's not gonna do it. As
Nice.
you get over here. And the Orion is going to run forward at you, Crack, and he's gonna try and slash you with his dagger.
Well, did they have the option to keep the initiative?
Actually, yeah, would you like to keep the initiative?
Yeah, we want to shoot him.
Yeah, if you have momentum for it, then yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys, none of you have quick to action, so that is gonna be 2 momentum.
If the doc wants to shoot, I'm all for spending momentum.
Let's shoot. Fire away.
Okay, are you gonna also charge for area?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Control security, difficulty 2.
And that's just 2 dice, right?
Yes, just 2.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Well, do I want to use the last momentum to get an extra die?
Momentum or threat, your choice.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get one more. Son of a bitch.
What is this die roller doing to us?
Yeah, it's a
He
nope.
thinks you're playing D&D.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
16.
wrong
Everyone was
game.
16, 17, 18. It was like ridiculous.
No, you get over here. This Orion is going to run forward at the guy who shot at him first, and
Am I
he's
allowed
going
to step back? Am I allowed to step back?
Yeah. Well, that takes a minor, I think,
Yep.
which you already spent to charge.
Okay.
And so he's going to try and hit you, Grack. Give me an opposed daring security check.
Okay.
Oh!
This
You
guy chose the wrong guy.
generate 3 momentum and roll your unarmed.
Oh my god, take this guy's knife and just shank him with it. I'm not that mad.
Ed, go for it.
I hate these plastic phaser toy pieces of shit, and I just drop it and start hammering into him. What is my damage? It's 1 plus my security.
You just hit the little roll button for your unarmed.
If he gets a complication, can it be that his toupee comes off?
So that is only 1 stress because he has a soak of 1. Would you like to spend one of those 3 momentum and re-roll your challenge dice?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, just re-roll the 3 fails.
Oh, nice. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that gets brought down by 1, so that's 4.
Can I spend another momentum to make it 1 more damage?
Yes, you can.
I would like to do that.
How do you knock this guy out?
I literally just... I drop the phaser because I'm just disgusted with myself. I'll catch his knife hand and hit himself in his face with his own fist.
Yes.
Back to your side.
I haven't had a turn. Can I tell those 2 idiots to stand down? Or should I shoot them? Do they look scared?
They don't.
Okay, then I'm gonna
These are-
shoot them.
These are toughy boy Nausicaans.
That's okay.
Boy.
Control security, even though it sucks. Am I going to hit the doctor if I have it on area?
I'll give you. I do have a suggestion
You're
for
the
you.
commander. Scream to one of us to do it again.
Oh,
Yes.
By all means.
Yes, you have the direct action, which means once per scene you can tell someone else to do something, and you get to assist them with your presence command.
Oh, I like this. So, who is
Yeah.
more likely to go smash them?
We could try the phases again.
Because
One
My
guy's
control
holding
security
a
is a
phaser, one guy's
16.
not. Yeah, one guy's got a phaser, the other guy has a phaser on the ground.
yeah, because the
Okay.
thing Brack would have to spend another momentum to get a mic. But whereas the doctor could just shoot with a phaser.
Doll points and she says to the doctor, "Now!"
Alright.
Sure.
So yes, doctor, give me another control security check. Difficulty of 2. Commander, you get to assist with presence command.
1 dice?
Yes, just 1 die.
So she's aiding me on the roll.
Very well, in fact.
What focus did you use?
Teamwork, team dynamics.
Oh yes, yep. Oh, I have used that. I have used that focus and ability many a time.
Yes. You were actually the one who pointed it out to me, and I was like, yes, that is exactly my character. She's not great at things, but she can
Yeah.
help.
And so I can use the charge attack as well, or is that?
No, that would cost another momentum to do
Okay.
a minor. So all you need is 1 hit.
We have 1 more momentum. You can just spend it to buy that 3rd die just to be safe.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, because you have to get at least 1 hit for.
So I am spending momentum for 3 dice, or just
Yes.
an extra charge.
3 dice.
Okay.
Okay, that generates 2 momentum. Roll your phaser. Would you like to spend 1 to re-roll 3?
Yes.
Yeah, when you change the challenges, you can hit enter and then re-roll it.
Okay.
Better. Yep, that'll do it. Which one were you shooting at? It doesn't super matter, but just...
Probably the one closest to me.
Damn you! This Nausicaan pulls his disruptor pistol, and he's gonna shoot at you. And his shot misses horribly.
Ooh, baby.
He shoots his buddy on the ground. Oops. Dave! Sorry!
Does that make it Grax action again?
Yes, we're at the top of the round, and the bad guys were the last ones to go. So yes, it comes back around to this side,
Okay.
and it is a new round.
Crack Stitch.
Shank him! Shank him!
No,
Wait.
this is a family show. I'll spend a momentum to buy an extra die, though.
Kirk double fist. Kirk
Yes.
double fist.
Of course, he is.
Even better.
Of course he is. Yeah, he's Kirk double fisting him.
The only patented move tough enough to take down a Gorn in hand-to-hand combat.
Yup. Hang on, here it is. Classic. Oh no, oh buddy. Okay, that's 2 hits, but dude. You generate 3 momentum. Roll your unarmed.
Oh my god, let's spend 1 of those momentum. Pat.
That is 1, 2, that's 5, but it gets brought down to 3 by resistance.
Oh no. Can I buy 2 more dice? Or is it 2 more damage for the extra momentum?
You can buy piercing, which will eat through 2 of the resistance.
Okay, we'll do that.
How much?
It's 1 more. As yeah, with a full-on Kirk double fist punch, you crack this Nausicaan over the head. And normally one wouldn't be able to do that, but you're a big, tall Lurian, so you're actually able to stand more or less toe-to-toe, eye-to-eye with him.
Nice.
Now we just need to find their boss.
Yeah.
Speaking
Console
of-
panel that I can figure out where she is.
I'm spending 2 threat. No. Oh no. Commander, your comm badge chirps.
She answers it. Commander Dahl.
You're the commander, right?
That means that's how she
Yes.
answered the phone.
To whom may I do have the pleasure?
You might remember me from dinner earlier tonight.
No, I don't think so. Kara's going to be going to the console and trying to figure out where she is and what comm badge she's using currently.
Well, Commander, I would suggest to you that you come back to the sick bay, and I'd suggest coming back alone. The other commander really isn't in the best of shape, and I think we'd all hate for something to happen to such a pretty little face.
I think she's vastly overestimating how much we care about that person.
We told them to communicate with us when something happens.
I'm sorry, are you threatening a member of Starfleet and attempting to negotiate as a terrorist? You and what crew?
Oh, you might have taken my crew. I'll give you that. And, I can assure you the retaliation from the Syndicate will be harsh. But, for now, I'm going to use what little bargaining chip I have to secure my own, escape.
Your only escape will be to Starfleet and under trial as a criminal. You could have killed us all with the shenanigans you pulled in the wake of the emergency we experienced. You and I would not be having this conversation had you succeeded at anything. You are in no position to be bargaining right now. You should be grateful that you are even alive. So I suggest you stand down, stop threatening my officers, and I will do what I can to make your penance more lenient.
A few seconds go by. I'll see you in the sick bay, Commander Dahl. And the comm cuts.
And you just, like,
I'm not
doctor
going
to the side
alone.
going,
I'm not going alone. Doc, is there any way we can flood the sick bay with something subduing gas-wise? She looks hopefully.
I'm hopeful as well. I love the plan.
Oh,
And if they have like an EMH, whatever, that'd be great.
They would not have an EMH here. I flood the chamber with the deadly neurotoxins.
That'd be deadly.
Well, I don't want to kill everybody in there. I mean, the nice NPC doc lady is there, so.
Yeah, just a little night gas, no big deal.
Night gas.
Just a little nap, no big deal.
Yeah, I literally can't get back in Roll20, by the way. It's saying that it's timed out and stuff like that. I can't get back in, so I'm gonna keep trying, but I'm not making any progress right now. So I'm still here, but
That's okay.
Okay, give Doc, when you're able to, mind you, give me a Daring engineering, difficulty 3, complication range 2.
Can I assist him?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
If you have access to my character, I mean, I fully allow you to roll for me. I'm
Sure.
sorry about this.
Come on. Load, character sheet, load.
That's okay. Roll 20 having issues.
Back. Sorry about that. Hello? Did my mic die?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Alright, so are we moving out, or I'm sorry, because I had to run away real quick.
We are trying to figure out how to access the doc's character sheet. It
I
is
got it.
currently giving me a little loading dial.
I got it.
Okay.
How much momentum / threat do you want to spend? His daring engineering is only 12.
How much do we got?
We have 2 currently momentum-wise, and he has 0 threat. But
I'll
be
go
aware
ahead and spend one.
he might just throw it right back at us.
Only spending 1 momentum.
Yeah, I'll go and spend one.
Fortunately, that is not enough. So yeah, unfortunately, Doctor, the atmospheric systems in here way too damn. That's the kind of trick you could pull on a vessel or station that was in good shape. This station is very much not that right now.
Hey, I'm back. Here we go.
Yay!
So flooding the room with anesthetizine gas will not be an option.
No, Commander, they're not cool enough for that.
Well, I guess we go see what we can do. I am not going alone.
I mean, alright, so we're just gonna leave these guys here. I'm gonna take their knife and their disruptor pistols and pat them down for weapons to make sure they have nothing to actually do. And I guess you're gonna find someone to restrain them?
That would probably be a good idea. I mean, we could also put them on a cart and cart them like our fellow crewmates are, yes? Or I guess I could tap my comm badge and let them know the location of those things.
Now, do I have a sedative I can apply to these guys? Just
Yeah, you're able to string them up fairly easily, I'd say.
Okay.
And the hypo spray is basically Dr. Kung Fu. So yeah, at least they won't be a threat to us later on.
What's going on?
Oh, just to restrain these guys, just so they won't be a threat to us later on. That's all.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't take much.
Is there a disruptor pistol better than the pistols we have currently?
The trick with the disruptor pistols is that they have vicious, but nothing else.
No stunning mode. Gotcha.
Yeah, disruptor pistols are for people who do not care if they kill you.
They're not really Federation approved, typically.
Yeah.
Starfleet weapons are very good, but they're also jack of all trade weapons.
Yeah, like
most of them just take them so they can't use them.
Yeah, and I mean Starfleet will permit you to use disruptors if you're in a dangerous situation and you don't have your Starfleet issue phaser and all that's there is a disruptor. Yes, go ahead, use the disruptor, but
yeah. Also, I'm a doctor, so never mind.
Yeah, the whole do no harm thing. It does get fuzzier on kneecaps, so just
right.
Okay.
Doctor, what are the chances that her Orion charms are going to affect either you or the lieutenant here? Since we know she plays dirty.
What do I know about her xenobiology?
Yeah, you can give me a reason medicine.
With the focus?
Yeah, in xenobiology, sure. You generated momentum. So, question for you then, Doctor. So, what do you know about deal is?
According to her, they have some sort of pheromones, I guess, that affect the male populace. I don't know.
Yes. Orion females give off a pheromone that they can basically use to bend men to their will.
Not all men.
Not like hashtag not all men. Like Vulcans are immune.
And that's just with physical contact, isn't it? Or is it just nearby?
It's nearby. It's if they. I mean, it's less a matter of proximity. I mean, proximity does matter, but it's more a matter of time. How much time you spend in their presence. The longer you spend in their presence, the more of their pheromones you take in.
And there's no really like real way to counteract that. Like no respirators, no like lotions.
There are ways to counteract it. Nothing you have on.
It's just the ability to resist a thought.
Speaking of pheromones and Vulcans, before they go apprehend this
I would be asking for an update.
Can we
before going anywhere?
Before they go apprehend this lady, can Corn and I get a scene of us carrying unconscious people to the brig and saying pivot?
Yep.
And then maybe playing Pinochle for a while in the security room.
Oh, beautiful.
We're just playing cards.
So in the meantime, are all three of you going to go into the?
If I know that they might possibly be affected, and if I know that Vulcans are immune, I'm going to ask for an update from Carrick and Korn.
And is there some way we can get to the science or the medical bay, whatever? Like, are there other entrances? Can we like wait by the door for like a phrase, a word, or any other sort of danger noises that might be happening?
Let me see.
Or just the main entrance. That's fine too. We just wait behind the door.
Yeah,
bust in.
I'd say you can do that. You can wait by the door.
Oh my god.
Do we have any eyes inside the med bay?
Give me quickly before you do that, Commander, could you just give me a reason command difficulty or reason security actually? Reason security difficulty 1.
Command is so much better.
Yes it is, but you generated momentum. I will warn you, Commander Dahl, time is of the essence if you're dealing with a hostage situation.
Well, that's why she asked very quickly about Orion women, and she's on her way, and she's going to be tapping her comm badge as she is going to ask for an update from Carrick. And obviously, I'm sure Grack and the Doc are coming with her, but if she cannot figure out a way for them to be immune, then she's going to ask them to stand outside. If there's a way to get eyes inside the med bay, through our data pads or through a console as we're going, I would like to, because I don't want to walk into, oh, hey, she's got a whole pile of her people with phasers trained on us. That would suck.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Commander. We're engaged in our third hand of Pinochle. We're just fourth hand of Pinochle, and now is not a good time for us for DM reasons. So we're playing plot device Monty. It's
plot device Monty. I will say
They're still busy. Got it.
So I'll say that the Doctor and Grack could get some eyes in there, but it'll only be once you guys arrive.
Okay.
Now, is there a way, like, I'll ask Commander Dahl on our way to the med bay. Is there a way she can sense who all's in the room or her intentions, or if she can monitor our thoughts if we were about to turn on her if we are exposed to the Orion chick for too long, and just go ahead and just open fire?
I'm sorry, what?
is there a way that Commander Doll can like kind of monitor our thoughts in a way, or like, oh well, she's about to take out this hostage, or we're about to turn on her?
I mean, that's
because-
something she'd have to do actively in the moment. That there's nothing. I'm gonna try to push the out of character. There's really not much. Actually, walk into the room.
Okay. No. Yeah. Well, before we get to the room, is there a way she can kind of feel out and see who all like how many? I don't know. I guess minds are in the room. I guess is that something she can do right quick before she hops in?
That you could try to do, Doll.
Conscious minds, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure. Give me an insight command difficulty 2.
Insight command. 2.
Yay!
The radiation is obviously affecting her ability to sense things at the moment.
Yeah, in
She's
fact,
been too fried.
yeah. Well, and no, it's even more. Get to. Oh, you feel that headache. That like you feel that headache that you felt the first time you met Paja. She's definitely in there.
All right. It's up to you, Commander. Do you want us to hop in there with you and just no questions and shoot on sight, or do you want
Hope for the best.
to talk to her first?
I don't think I want to talk to her at this point. Shoot on sight.
I just look at Greg. All right, you heard the lady. like not say it out loud, but like the look. Like, okay, let's go.
I'm okay with this. Just open the door. Ah, you're here. Phase.
She can talk to me all she wants when she is in the brig and is disabled. Yes, this will work.
All right, let's go ahead and do this.
Oh,
It's a kid show.
Oh dear. Hang on. So who's bursting open the door and shooting on sight?
Oh, Grack, of course. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gigantic and I get to get hit.
Okay.
I'll clear this crew's wharf.
I'm keeping you off to the side. Keeping the rest of you guys off to the side. You're not in the room, but just like so that I know that you're around. Okay, Grack, you open the door. Give me control security. Difficulty of 3, complication range 3.
Okay. And do we have any momentum?
We have 3 momentum.
I will buy 2 dice. Beep beep. And so that's one of my actually one of my best dice pools. Do I want to try pushing a value? Nah. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Bang. God damn it.
Do you have a value?
Yes.
I got a bunch. I got always count on number 1. No points for second place. Next great adventures around the corner. Look after your wingman.
Look after your wingman, I'll take.
Yes.
Okay.
I say he did just turn a corner, so maybe that works too.
Oh yeah, that too. So you can re-roll 2 dice. You can re-roll those comps.
Okay. Should just do
Yeah, set your dice roller to 2.
2. Oh, duh.
Generate a momentum. Roll your phaser.
Okay. That's good. That doesn't. I don't think that did not succeed at a test requires extreme acts of bravery to overcome. No. Okay. So, phaser is daring. I'll spend 1 momentum to get an extra die.
Well, no. No, you roll your phaser damage.
Oh, I thought that was to overcome whatever the BS
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that's gonna be.
Yeah. So
This
you
button
hit,
here.
now roll damage.
Okay,
That's
I'll
a
spend the
one.
momentum to reroll those.
So yeah, roll 3, then you get to roll 3. What? And then she goes sprawling back. She was not expecting that. She wasn't expecting someone to shoot her from right over the table, because that was a very dangerous shot you just did.
She highly overestimates how much I care about that person.
Right? I mean, we
Plus-
almost killed him on the operating table, for goodness sakes.
Plus, Grak does have a height advantage, so he can just shoot over, which is fine.
He is like 7.5 feet tall. He's gigantic.
And with the phaser shot, the medical officer, who was just sort of standing in the corner in a daze, shakes it off and says, whoa, what? Well, what's happening?
Oh, really? You could not resist the charms of one green woman? You need to go back
Good
to
work,
training.
Crack.
Is this medical officer female by chance?
No. It's a dude, because females are immune. In fact, it specifically notes they get headaches.
Are there any female doctors around that can tend to this chick without me having to touch her? Because I don't want to touch her and trying to do her whatever.
I can try. I have emergency medicine. I can at least go frisk her.
And just disarm her, tie her
yeah.
down or whatever.
I can definitely do that.
Can we get a slow-mo on that for the camera?
Hey.
Remind you of the scene of Beverly and Troy working out in
Oh
front of
my
the double
god.
mirrors.
The world's dumbest scene. I love it.
Oh man, and I saw
the
that episode recently.
The worst thing ever. Why is this happening to me?
Oh man. Christ.
We're totally playing the floor as lava engineering. That's what we're doing now.
Thinking about. So yeah, you're able to get looks like she had a dagger on it. Probably was going to use it to probably was going to be using it to hold the commander hostage.
Does Commander look alright? He's not dead.
Yeah, she didn't hurt him because that was her leverage.
I work up on tying her up very thoroughly, restraining myself from hitting her because I am mad, but I am professional.
How are the people looking up here? Are they alright?
They look a bit shaken. They were locked out. But otherwise, they seem to be okay.
I was just kind of just say that aloud. I was like, everyone all right? You okay? We're back. Commander Dahl, what's our next step? Have we got a hold of Ganymede yet?
I don't think we have. Let me check in with Carrick for an update to make sure that we are secure here, and then we will see what we can do for the Ganymede.
Yes, it would appear, between everything, the station is secure.
Excellent. We have another 4 bodies to add to the brig.
What year is this?
And
Send help. We're trapped in engineering.
So we got the Orion chick's name, right? We can add that to her charges,
It's Buster. He's coming in. Buster, go away. Okay, good cat.
Good cat.
We have cats. Sorry.
That's what I want. Where is it? Hang on a moment. Oh, there it is.
Next thing, call down to Crack and Corn. Hey, you guys doing all right?
USS Ganymede to away team.
Commander Dahl here.
This is Captain Holloway.
Jack, am I ever glad to hear from you. Is everything all right there?
Things, could be better, but we're in one piece at least.
Have you figured out how to shield the fusion reactor?
It took some doing, but we pulled it off.
Excellent. We have a number of Orion prisoners here that you may be interested in. But otherwise we are okay. There are fatalities.
Great. Orion prisoners. My favorite.
Is there anything you would like us to do in the meantime, Captain?
Well, much as we're a bit tied down over here. Once the Ganymede is in a stable condition, I'll try and send some emergency relief over to the station. But for the time being, hold down the fort.
Excellent. A word of warning. She mentioned the Syndicate was involved, if that means anything to you, Captain.
Oh, great. The Syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We'll do our best here.
Good. Ganymede out. And the chirp again. And we'll cut to later with you guys in the transporter room. For the station, getting ready to beam out. Everything has been taken care of. It's Starfleet vessel is gonna have to come in here and help do repairs, but other than that, everything is stable, as it were.
No, I'm not going. I live here now. This is my home.
Oh, buddy. But also at the pad, currently using sort of a sci-fi crutch to keep himself up is Commander Johansson. Can't thank you all enough for what you've done for us today.
All in a day's work.
Right. Look, don't go repeating this. I've been a jerk. Alright? I thought I knew what I was doing, but she really had me twisted around her finger. She was one hell of a beautiful woman. But I was wrong.
Thal's eyes twinkle in amusement. She smiles a bit. You always teased me for being in my books so much, but you should probably hit the books too, so that you are better prepared for threats like her.
Yeah. I guess I should pick up her too.
Your crew's lives depend on it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting an earful for this, but hey, at least I'm still standing.
Well, I'm glad you are, and I am sorry for the loss of your crew.
Yeah. Well, when I first heard you were coming over here, I was a bit surprised. I was surprised you had even made command. But, well, I guess I was wrong about that too. I'm glad that there's a commander like you out there gallivanting among the stars.
Honestly,
Pulling folks like us out of trouble.
she smiles a bit. Honestly, I'm surprised I'm a commander too, but there's a captain out there who believes in me, and there are people out there who need help.
He stops for a second, awkward pause for a couple seconds, and he claps his hands. All right, that's enough warm and fuzzies for one day. I have a station to get back to. and he wheels around and just leaves unceremoniously. And the guy behind the transporter controls just like he takes a sharp inhale.
Doll just shakes their head.
I think he's laying on a little thick there. I didn't prescribe any trauma that would have affected his walking.
Doll inhales slowly and exhales slowly, thoughtfully.
I still have the disruptor pistol. We can make it look like an accident.
She chuckles at that. No, we're professionals. I am not sure I have any
Professionals don't get
comment
caught.
on that, Doc.
Commander, ready to beam you across whenever you're ready. On your orders.
Everyone ready?
Yes.
I nod yes.
Commander Corn just pulls out an ace card from his pocket and says, and hands it to Grak and says, "Here's the card."
Can I interest any of you in a game of Go Fish?
She's waiting for the last person to say, "Okay, we're ready."
It is a game of strategy
Oh dear.
and quite difficult to master.
Her eyes twinkle. Have you ever heard of a game called Blackjack?
No, but I am intrigued.
No, Commander, I don't think I'll play any sort of bluffing game against you.
The transporter officer coughs.
Well, there's no word of protest, so energize.
Thank you.
There is a giant twister mat that we left in engineering. Sorry, buddy.
And you all vanish off of the pad as the Ganymede slowly maintains its orbit around Epsilon 19, keeping an eye on that little Orion vessel that has very swiftly surrendered in the face of such a large ship bearing down on them, and they got wrecked by that thing. Many dead, like very few survivors on that ship, if any. But slowly, the Ganymede just sits there as you've been able to watch on your sensor. These creatures have just now reached the edge of the system, departing for parts unknown. They're very slow though, so they can't travel at warp. So it's gonna take them a few centuries before they hit their next star, and by that point they'll be fully grown and ready to start the process all over again. But that is a scientific curiosity to be explored in the future. For now, that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Yay!
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on Star Trek Ganymede, Season 1, Episode 8, Fading Suns. I am your engineer and Commander Korn, and thank you to our lovely cast and GM for hosting this game. We'll see you next time among the stars.
Okay.